Well, my work is never done. It just is never done. I was reading about these people in the church fathers, how they wrote book after book over heresy after heresy, constantly having to do work to define, what their creed was. It was a relentless work because no sooner did you get rid of one heresy than you had to write a book on the next heresy and the next heresy and the next heresy. And there's so many of them that you can't count them all. So on the authenticity of the scriptures, the book of James. Okay, everybody knows that my stance on the book of James, but if you think about it, what is the book of James? It was a disputed book. A lot of people don't want to get this idea that the book was disputed. Oh no, we need to accept it. No, the book was disputed. It was disputed. Oh yeah, but we accepted it. Yeah, but how? First of all, a big red flag should come up in your head when somebody says that the book was refuted. Refuted by whom? By the church fathers. Was it accepted right away in canon? No, it was not accepted right away. So then people want to refute me or refute, um, you know, uh, the teachings that I teach about using another refuted book, disputed book, the book of Revelations. It was a disputed book. Martin Luther, when he put when he made the Bible, he put a little thing in there, an insert saying that these books were disputed. Was it just Martin Luther that disputed it? No. It was the church fathers way back that disputed these books. That's why the thing was in there saying, wait a minute, this is sola scriptura, but these books were disputed. So people look at me like, you're throwing out this one, you're throwing out that book. What's the matter with you? You don't know anything. You're throwing the Bible out. I'm going, no, I'm pointing out to you that those books were disputed. All the books past, the book of Hebrews, all the way back to the end, were disputed. That doesn't mean I don't put some sort of weight on them, but I read them very carefully to see why they were disputed. So when you say to me, "Oh well, there's all these people who base their life on revelations," I'm like, I'm like, yeah, like yeah, the book was disputed. It was one of the most disputed books that there was, the Book of Revelations. Oh, but what about the 666? And they're gonna get RFID chips on our hands. Okay, first of all, it hasn't happened yet, but even if it does happen, okay, it didn't say that they were going to put RFID chips on us. But we've known for many years that Rome and the governments have been trying to mark us. So that's something that you might put in a book that didn't come to pass, a prophecy that didn't come to pass yet. But if a book doesn't agree with Moses or doesn't agree with the gospel, and it wildly hits somehow or another, one prophecy comes to pass when the rest of all the prophecies in the book of Revelation have not come to pass. Now you've got all these people that said that, oh, this happened in Gog and Magog and the bear and the eagle and this and that. You've had people saying over the years that Revelations was fulfilled this way, was fulfilled that way, and picking out all these news events and making it fit Revelations. We've got people that have gone way back. Okay, does that mean that I should put any weight in the book of Revelation? Well, like I said, with the book of Revelation, the book is a heavily works based book. And so even if something came to pass, one prophecy came to pass, all the prophecies need to come to pass in the book of Revelations for it to be considered canonical according to Deuteronomy. And they have to agree with Moses, but mostly they have to agree with the book of the gospel because Moses said very clearly that we're supposed to listen to the prophet to come. So could Satan write a book? He sure could. I mean, some people were rebuked for having an evil spirit that could tell the future. So a prophecy coming to pass is part of it, but the other part of it is that it has to agree with Moses. Um, so anyway, So I've looked into the book of Revelation pretty heavily in all the debates. I don't know how many other people have. And I know that this is, oh, bring out the pitchforks now. Mitch is throwing out books. I'm not throwing out anything that's not disputed. And I'm telling people to read the book, but to understand, just like Martin Luther said, that there was a dividing line put in the scriptures, put in the Bible, to show that these books were not considered canonical. They weren't. They were considered. They were put in the canon, but they weren't considered that you were supposed to put any weight on those books. Thank you.